I am pleased, so very, very pleased, to congratulate the graduating class of 2024. Joining our graduates, faculty, and staff today are loved ones who've come from throughout the Commonwealth, across the nation, and some who have even flown in from around the world just to be a part of this celebration. To each of you, give them a round of applause. To each of you, I extend a warm welcome to George Mason University. And for our online viewers and listeners, thank you for joining us as well. Today, we honor 10,242 recipients of master's, doctoral, and law degrees, as well as 646 certificate recipients, the largest class in the state of Virginia. Our graduates hail from 114 countries, 50 states, and a multitude of backgrounds. About 1 in 4 patriots that we're honoring today is the first in their generation to earn a 4-year degree. Would our first-gen graduates please stand so that we can celebrate the family history you are making today? In addition, we have graduates who've attended Northern Virginia Community College or other community colleges before coming to Mason. Could you all please stand? When I look out at that, what I see are dozens and dozens of transfer success stories, and dozens of students who didn't have to fork over 4 years of tuition at George Mason. Ouch. Well, look, all our graduates are earning a degree from a university whose impact and stature literally rises day by day. Your final year here was the year George Mason University was actually recognized as one of America's 50 best public institutions. We're also the best institution in Virginia for mobility and for social innovation. Look, we've known this for some time, but now the nation and the world have caught up. I can honestly say that it is truly Mason's time. All of you, the reality is that all of you have weathered quite a journey to arrive at this day. Many of you came to Mason at the outset of the pandemic, a challenge we worked together to overcome, not only as members of this university community, but as citizens of the world. You've been tested by global events in a time of profound challenge and change. War and atrocities around the world affect our students here personally, including the first war in Europe since World War II. In the Johnson Center, our student union, we have the flags representing each country our students come from. Some Ukrainian students, troubled by the events back home, petitioned to have the Russian flag removed. We could not do that, of course, because those flags represent Mason students, not governments or ideologies. Okay. I have spent significant time with students who have strong feelings on each side of the Israeli-Gaza war. We saw a rise in hateful expressions against the Jewish community on our own campus. We've also experienced Islamophobia here as well. That is unusual for our community. And of course, we repudiate both. These events have tested our core values as a university that champions free thought and expression. It's the freedom of speech that we champion, not necessarily what is being said. These events and others, including a climate crisis that has begun to accelerate at an alarming pace, leave our graduates, leave you with a different kind of burden, and indeed a different kind of responsibility. Your world is changing right before your eyes. To make sense of all of it, you have an unprecedented volume of information at your fingertips to inform you. But you are also going to be confronted with more misinformation and disinformation than ever, making your challenge to inform your own voice more difficult. To be sure, no one can or should try to suppress your voice. You continue to be more civically engaged, more vocal, and more socially active in shaping the world landscape, not just reacting to it. And the world definitely needs you to do that. Along with the freedom our society gives you to raise your voice, however, comes great responsibility. To learn the facts about the issues of our day from credible sources, and to express them in ways that help us live up to the credo of George Mason University, to create a more just and peaceful and prosperous world. Why do I say it is your responsibility? Because America is becoming more crowded, more volatile, and more in need of informed voices to lead it than ever before. True leadership demands the brightest minds, not just the loudest voices, to carry the day. And that burden of leadership demands that you be informed, not just in passion. As graduates of the largest and most diverse public university in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and in one of the most diverse universities in the country, you are a time machine into the future, because our campus already looks like the America that is to come. And as such, you are best equipped to listen, to learn, to engage on these polarizing issues. You are best equipped to seek understanding and common ground and work to ensure that disagreements do not collapse into incivility. A foundation of peace is not built on agreement. It's actually built on a bedrock of mutual respect. That is true for squabbling children on the playground, spouses arguing in the kitchen, or factions warring on fault lines around the world. Gandhi said it best: the greatness of humanity is not in being human, it is in being humane. That is your charge, and I hope that the George Mason education that we've given you has prepared you to separate fact from fiction, to discern without demonizing, to listen as passionately as you speak, even when your heart races and your ears burn. Who better to bear the weight of lifting us out of the downward spiral than you? Future leaders who these past few years have lived, learned, and engaged in one of the most diverse environments you will ever find. George Mason's diversity of origin, identity, circumstance, and thought is what we affectionately call altogether different. It has caused some struggles and many triumphs, but it isn't just a slogan. It's actually your future. It's our future.